Howdy. Get out of here. Music. Hi. I understand Blue is also at it at the minute, so you're gonna have to fight over us, or we're gonna have to fight over you. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, hi, welcome, chat guy, Zyro, Husky Shard, Lighthouse. How's it going? What's it going on? You were first this time, chat guy. Ghostly, how are we all doing? I've been pretty much been playing this game non-stop since the last time I played it on here, and I'm now like level 118 and stuff, power level. I'm just like plowing through. I'm just plowing through because I want to be up to date before Mirage comes out, which is like a week and a half, something like that. So yeah, just proper excited. I don't know, it's weird. Like I don't even know how I got back into an Assassin's Creedy mood. Just sort of started playing it again, which is weird. I used to be massively into it back in the day. Like when Revelations and 3 come out, I was like real hardcore fan. And yeah, I don't know, strange. Did you end up trying petrol? Yeah, man. Yeah, they kicked me out. They wouldn't let me drink anymore. So that's a shame. Watched Oppenheimer, it was great. Yeah, class film. It really makes you feel like you're gonna have an existential crisis. The worst bit is like the topic of obviously that film. Like it's out of our hands. The normal person. It's out of our hands entirely. It's down to all the people who have got control of it. So GG's, I guess, right? Like you can't really do anything about it if it does go wrong. So might as well enjoy yourself while you can. You know, Sausage is Creed, yeah, boy. That's exactly what's going on. I got this new outfit, which is pretty sick. Got it for free. Got this new axe, which is like iridescent as well. These are all free. These are all free things. So obviously take the free stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been bouncing around. I've been doing a lot of quests, to be honest. Because I got this like when it come out, and I didn't finish it, and I thought, well, if I'm gonna do it, now's the time, right? And I did also I did also hear that Mirage is like, because it was initially meant to be DLC for this, I believe. So it's only going to be like a 25 hour long game. So I could go for 100% on it, to be honest. I might give it a go. I've never, no, I have 100%ed an Assassin's Creed before. Platinum number 2, which was sick, to be fair. But yeah, I will enjoy watching you. Yeah, no, that's calm. I'm just, to be fair, I was playing it anyway, and I thought, why the hell not? It's only going to be a short one anyway. I know Blue's doing a long one on whatever it's called, Baldur's Gate. More like These Nuts Gate. Platinum Stream. We'll see. Probably not. I don't think I've got the patience for that, but we'll see. Hello, Brett. Hello, Valwave. Logged out Warzone. I'm having an ordeal. Elaborate. Define ordeal. What do you mean by that? And hello, Brett. How are you doing?
Seems sad, Gunnar.
Made guy next to me think that the final explosion will be no explosion. It was sad.
I know. I'm sorry I was not here to send him on his way.
There was only one explosion, and there wasn't
That
sound.
he was.
What do you mean?
Let's suppose we honor him best by keeping the clan going. Anyhow, you probably need something.
Right, it turns out I've not actually spoken to this guy since I set
What
him
have you
up.
got for me today?
And I have a whole lot of stuff. I have a whole lot of things that I could upgrade
That one's
with the
pretty good.
ingots and stuff. Downgrade gear. Why would I want to downgrade? We want to upgrade. That's enhanced.
There.
Okay.
Better than before.
Hello, Marvin. How are you doing? Watching on the toilet. Right, fantastic. That's great to hear, buddy. How is the toilet? Is it good? Right, there we go. A lot of this is already upgraded, but we can do all the other stuff. So. Logged in my Xbox with the wrong account. That sounds like a lot of work to me.
Is that what you want?
That sounds like a lot of effort that I would not be willing to put in personally. So, change appearance. Ooh, I did not know you could do that. That's cool. Ah. So, I can apply that? How does this work? I'm not entirely sure how this works. Oh, I get it. So if you want... Right, I get it. So if I wanted to wear that, but it have the same effects and powers as that, right? Okay.
Nothing else I can do for you?
No, I want to
May I
go...
see your
Okay.
stores?
Right, yes. Marvin, good luck on your poo conquest. In honesty, I think it might be game, set, and match for you. I don't know if you're going to recover from this one, son.
Done for now.
Have you ever been death stared at by a sassy 5-year-old? They wouldn't have the chance. They'd be dead.
I must be on my way
have
now.
the chance.
Put that gear
I'm not
to
saying
good
I would
use out
kill
there.
a 5-year-old, but I could. I'm just saying I could. Oppenheimer was great, except the fact my ears were almost bleeding because of the seats. Is it still in cinemas?
This marks fewer members of the
That's
Order.
wild.
Ah, good. I hope this one did not give you too much trouble. As a token of my deep gratitude,
I seem to be
I
on
want
fire.
you to have this. You have done
But
well,
that's fine.
but there are more still.
I haven't got any codex
I have
pages
to go.
yet, to be fair. I could do that. But yeah, I've just been mooching around, to be honest. I'm just chilling. Hello, Z-Dov. Send what? What are you referring to? Also, I rizzed up Ranvi.
Eivor, have you seen Wallace?
Who's Wallace?
Eivor, if you've a moment to spare.
I feel like that's a joke waiting to happen, sure. Big ass cinema. I saw it in IMAX, and it was class. It was so good. It's one of them that I would love to see it for the first time again. A lot to take in,
Eivor,
like especially
if you've a
considering
moment to spare.
the political landscape of it all. But very impressive film. Unlike the Assassin's Creed film with Michael Fassbender, which was sadly awful, from what I recall. I would like to watch it
Eivor,
again. Well,
if you've
I
a
don't think I'd
moment to
like to,
spare.
but I will probably try and watch it again. Just for the sake of, watching it. Oh, I need to do... what is this? What are you? Brewery. Now, what's more important? Brewery or Weird Dreams? Yeah, I'm not going to do any of the side missions for now anyway, so... We get a brewery. Fantastic. Having a quick talk to you before I talk. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Yep. It's cool. What's an object? But cheers, Brett. Nice one. Appreciate that. This is a tug-free zone, I'd like to stress. If you are going to tug, can you please not look at the screen while you do tug? It's disrespectful. Hello, it's me. How are you? In my stream, everything's okay, even mass genocide. Yeah,
We are
not
allied
tugging
with
off, though.
Shropshire.
That's a
That,
step too far.
Grievous cost. Young Chelbet was killed.
Yes, my scouts told me. Such a tragic death for so dubious a gain.
I've rizzed
Justice
her
was
up,
done.
though, so I
Gilbert
can
will
bang
be
her if I want to.
remembered. He was good
Are you going to play
company
Mirage?
in the
Yeah,
short
I will
time
be.
he was with
I will
us.
be.
He
But
was.
I might... Do I let's play it? I'm not sure, because I have the tendency to just play these games. It's pretty much all I've been doing today, to be entirely honest. I've just been playing this. So, I think I might just stream some of it and play it to myself.
Should we take this to your chamber?
No need.
Oh, yeah. That is my brother's wife, by the way. Just saying. So, I think Brett might be finishing. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Brett. Make sure you clean it up. Right, why is Marvin doing it? Why are you all expelling bodily fluids watching this? What is wrong with you all? Why is Marvin pooing?
I want to see the Alliance map.
We're just coming for a good time. Why is everyone so obsessed with leaking bodily... Oh, I'm gonna go kill everybody
Tell
in
me
Kent.
more about Kent.
Oh, I'm gonna murder them all.
Claiming to have found the woman Fulke and asking for your aid.
Oh, I'm gonna
He has
murder
taken
so many
shelter at
people in
St.
Kent.
Hadrian's
I hate
Priory.
them all.
Any
Hello,
news
Ryan.
of
How are
Sigurd?
you doing?
Nothing you mentioned.
Have you ever wanted to drop
But if
kick
he
the
has
screen
found the
invader?
paladin Fulke,
Yes.
Sigurd cannot be far behind.
Who hasn't? I can't be the only... I can't be like... It's not really an unpopular opinion, is it? Saying, oh, I want to beat up a child. I'd argue that's
I will go as soon as I can.
quite a normal
Good.
opinion at
Be
this
safe,
point,
Abel.
really. Right, okay, let's go to Kent. Sickens me to the core. What do you want?
Basimus brought word of Sigurd's location. We're leaving at once to find him.
Well done, Eivor. After so long, it finally occurs to you to search for our Jarl. I applaud your half-hearted effort,
What
but
are you
I
saying,
will not
big
be
man?
joining you.
Dag, this is no joke. On the ship, now.
Why is he having a
Someone
pop
needs
at
to
me?
stay
I'm
home
not
and
the one.
direct the
That's
affairs
the
of the
problem here.
settlement. As you seem to
so
shun this
political,
place as often as possible, it must fall to me.
Sigurd's life is at stake. We need you there.
No, I am needed here.
Do you doubt me so completely that you will not raise an axe to save your Jarl?
A fine way of putting it, wolf-kissed.
It
But
is-
go,
Yeah,
find the Jarl.
I need to
bring
get back
him
into the lore of this. I need to
Only
catch
do
up
not
because I
get
missed a
lost
few
along
years.
the way,
I've got
as you
Syndicate
seem to
downloaded.
more
I've
and
got
more these
Free
days.
downloaded, and I've got the Ezio collection
This is not
downloaded as
done,
well.
Dag.
So,
We will speak
and
on
the
our
Ezio
return.
collection I played relentlessly. Want to do Revelations again? Don't remember a lot of. I didn't finish Syndicate, so. But yeah, I'm good though. Thanks, Rai. I'm
Eivor,
good.
if you've a
I'm no
moment
longer
to
calling you
spare-
Ree, but I'll call you Rai out of respect. I bought the brewery, didn't I? Okay. Time to head to Kent. I'm not that happy about it. Do I go through Essex? That's the question. Do we save Essex? I did discover... Which one's that? There's Brentwood. That's down the road from where I live. IRL. Not... I mean, relatively far. That's Croydon? It's going to be Croydon. Should we go Croydon? You want to come Croydon? We'll go Croydon. Let's go Croydon. Alright. Get 5 billion money or always have a cold side of your pillow. Pillow. Yeah. Pillow. Have I ever eaten a Whopper? Yep. Your mum's. Yeah. Because it's big. But big bunda. I'm so white it hurts, honestly. I nearly threw a baby down the stairs head first. Look, we've all been there. Accidentally. Yeah. Your name is finally being said properly. Yeah, that's only because I've told the joke I wanted to tell regarding your name, and now I no longer need to address it by a factually incorrect one. So, you know, we're good. All good. London. That man has a small willy. Alright. To Kent we go, via Croydon. How exciting is that? Has anyone ever been to Croydon? I've heard it's a shithole. I've never been there, mind you. And to all those thinking about the Roman Empire, this one's for you. Look at it. It's mad. We'll go to Colchester at some point as well. That was... I've been doing so much historical research lately. So, obviously, there were settlers there. Romans conquered, built a whole wall and temples and shit, and they had all sorts of stuff. And then I can't remember what happened after that. Then the Romans sort of like obviously got kicked out eventually after a period of time. No one cares. I'm still talking. Anyway, let's go meet Basim, the main guy in the new game. But just like, imagine, right? If the Romans had never gone, or they didn't go, but if they had never ended up going under financially or whatever, like, the things they could have, where would we be now? Do you know what I mean? That's what I find mental, like, to think of what they would have been, what the world would look like if the Romans were just still about, but advanced, you know. That'd be wild. I think it would look real cool. It would look real cool. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, small Willy gang. Got to represent the home dogs. I'm joking. Mine's tremendous. Croydon. Do we want to go Croydon? No. I'm avoiding Essex. Purely. I'm in Kent. Can't believe I'm in Kent. Oh, I hate it. Look, look at us. We're so green. We've got grass and trees and fields and animals. Bore off. Do you know what I mean? Like, the thing I hate about Kent is that people think they're better than us in Essex. People from Kent think they're so much better than we are. And they're not. They're not. They're just normal people. Like you, like me. And quite frankly, it's just disgusting. It's the attitude I don't like. The way they feel like they are owed something for being from Kent. You're not. Go away. That's what I say. So anyway, I'm going to murder everybody in Kent one day. This isn't an actual legitimate threat. We all know I'm not going to follow it through. So, what is here? Oh, a Roman artifact. Alright. Up there, perhaps? Or under. But yeah, it's mad to think how much stuff the Romans did actually build. I know we're talking about this again, but they did build a hell of a lot of stuff across, I think it was something ridiculous like 400 square thousand kilometers. Something ridiculous. They built a lot of shit. And where did it all go? Where's it all gone? Kind of all disappeared. But it's not there now. Some of it is. Some of it, I suppose, got adapted or turned into other stuff or whatever, but where did it all go? That's what I want to know. I think they did use a lot of it to build other stuff. Although I did think, imagine if someone from like, I don't know, 2,000 years ago was just like put in the middle of London. Fucking freak them out. It'd be great. Alright, let's do the viewpoint. as is normal practice. Where are we going? Alright, looks like we're going there. If you had to pick an emoji to describe you, which one would you pick? It would be the one, a squirrel. Sorry, I'm like a dog. It would be the one of the guy throwing up. No reason in particular, just funny. I think. Do I like peanuts? No. Weirdly, I don't. I love peanut butter. Peanut butter is one of my favourite foods on toast, but smooth. I don't like peanuts. Well, I don't mind them. I've just got to be in the mood for them, you know. Go back down there, get a key. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind them, but I would rather peanut butter. Just man's waffling about God and various other things. See, stuff like this, right? Churches, for example, would have originally been built by the Romans. I don't know why I keep talking about this. No one does care, but we're doing it. It would have originally, there would have been a basis, like a basic structure, built by the Romans, probably. You can tell by the brickwork as well, and also them sort of, you can't tell what I'm pointing at, but like the thing just above my head, like them curved buildings. You can tell by them. Very Romanesque. But anyway, it would have, yeah. Why does everyone keep talking about the Roman Empire? Because, right, so I don't know if people are just going along with it because of the meme. But I genuinely did. Because someone asked me, I didn't even know about this meme. And a friend of mine said, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? I was like, I don't know, like once, twice a week, maybe. Like, it's quite a normal thing. I was actually, ironically, on Google Maps looking at Roman ruins that morning. Just because I was curious. Like, it's just a fascinating period of time. It's not so... I think it's something I'd personally like to know a hell of a lot more about. And yeah, like, I don't know. I think it is just a male thing. Like, we do all... Well, I can't speak for others because I'm not like other guys. You know, I'm different. But yeah, I think about him a lot. Like, I don't know. I just find it fascinating. Like, I don't know. Just the amount. What is there to think about? Just the buildings and shit. Like the armor is pretty cool. Like for me, for example, I lived like a 40-minute drive from Colchester, which was like a Roman city essentially. It was their capital before London became the capital, basically. It was called Londinium back then. You can still actually do think about the Roman empires because I do know what I'm kind of talking about a little bit. Anyway, but I remember learning about them in school pretty early on and being fascinated at the time. We went to Colchester Castle and yeah, I don't know. I've just always found them fascinating personally. Like, I can't speak for anyone else, but like, I love just old ruins. Like, I went to Turkey recently and saw a couple of ruins from, I think they were the... I can't remember the name of the race of people. It was like 4,000 years ago. Same time as the pyramids are being built, roughly, but like Greek. Begins with an M. What's the race called? Race of people called beginning with M from 4,000 years ago. It's like Greek. Mesopotamia, right. So there was some of these Mesopotamian buildings and stuff in Turkey. And, I don't know, I've always had a fascination in history anyway. I mean, even stuff like, I went through a big sort of phase of learning about the Second World War and stuff like that, and like family history as well. Like, it's good to know where you come from, I think. Like, I do find it fascinating to, like, just know... I know I've always been into Assassin's Creed as well, for example, which has been great for that sort of thing, because it does make you think, where do I come from? Like, what is my bloodline's history? Not that I don't think it's that important these days, really, but it's where you come from. Basically, you've got ancestors from every single time period since the dawn of time, right? Which is fucking batshit, and they might come from all over the place. I have family history from Germany, Scotland, Ireland. A lot of English people are a mixture of everything. That's the thing. We are just a bunch of mongrels, really. Like dogs. Hello, Shah. I'm on history lessons today, but yeah, that's why I think it's kind of cool to know where you come from, you know? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I don't know. I've always found it fascinating, personally.
What I mean to say is, faith is paramount. Yes, for without it, Christ's sacrifice means nothing.
But I mean, my family were traditionally from London, or East London, at least. And then, as time's gone by, people have migrated out and further out.
Does a newborn
Stuff like that, you know.
By a despot,
but where'd I come from before that?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, I mean, that is too simplistic.
Scotland, I guess, or
the
Ireland
priest
even.
whose heart is torn from his chest by the wolf? Judas,
who was predestined to betray the Nazarene.
Some argue Judas was used. Do my ears deceive me, Brother Hortbert? You
Brother
question the
Hortbert.
scriptures? Declare Judas an innocent? A preposterous blasphemy.
No, that is not what I said. Brother Cedric, am I not the most pious of his servants?
Apparently,
Ouch!
some sort of joke.
Ouch!
Thing is, we all probably are. One way, like going back a fair bit. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Making new friends?
there
A
wasn't.
person's
There's
tongue
probably about
gives
a
you a
million
taste of their
people in
heart,
the
Eivor.
entirety of the UK
Such
at this
information
point.
is often useful.
Go back
How do
far
these
enough, and
fellow
everyone's having
Christians
kids, and
taste?
everyone's having kids,
was
and
only
everyone's
a
having
figure of
kids.
speech,
We're all probably
Eivor,
related to
and I
someone.
have
One in
time
five
to
of us are
wait.
related to
Is
Genghis
this how
Khan.
it must be between us?
Of course not.
I mean,
I'm grateful that you have come.
do you know what I mean? It's going to go back.
So what of the Joy Kanga Fulke? In your message, you said you tracked her to Kent.
She is here somewhere, and as of last month, Sigurd was with her. But there is no guarantee this will be the case tomorrow.
So, what is your plan?
We are deep in their god's heartland, a heathen and a heretic. To hunt Fulke, we'll need a Christian snare.
Fulke is
I'm an
hardly a
atheist.
saint herself. These Christians abhor her strange ideas.
True, but unlike us, she can carry herself as one of them. She won't hide from everyone, not with a prisoner in tow.
So, where to begin?
I've made a friend, Abbot Cunibert, full of pious fire, but with ambition. that
I'm
far
intrigued to
outweighs
see
his wit.
And what
what
does
they
your
do
friend
with Basim
Cunibert know?
in
Come, I will
Mirage.
introduce you, and we'll
I'm
hear
excited
the
to see
full
Baghdad
tale
as well.
together.
See what that looks like, and you know, so on. I do an ancestry test, but I know mine's all Indian. Not interesting. So, thing is, like, India's a big place,
You
I
found
suppose,
some
isn't it?
peace
Like,
in your time alone,
but
Basim.
if, for example, you're from Pakistan,
I move among
obviously
the people
because of the
world
partition
with great joy. I
and stuff
watch
like
them,
that, surely
study them,
90% of your
learn
heritage
from
is
them at
Indian.
all
But
times.
just because you're on one side of a
This is
border,
our
it's
duty.
considered a different
The
nationality.
hidden ones call
That's the thing.
You know,
America,
the
for
first time
example,
since we met, you sound more like you're a princess
Their
than
the
yourself.
people in America's ancestors
surely
were
hide
existing before
themselves like
America
me,
even existed.
if I have taught it
So
well.
it's like,
Your creed and your
I don't know what
tenets.
point I'm trying to make
That's
it,
right.
really, to be honest.
And
But
a sense of,
you get my
how should I
drift.
say,
Like, it's all
deep
pretty
responsibility
meaningless,
betterment
really,
of
but at the same
mankind.
time as that, it's
That's
all
quite
of the
an
things that
ambition.
make you,
But it doesn't
a
explain
human.
what you see in Sigurd.
like I said,
My
every single one
brother's
of your
not so
ancestors
generous.
has not only
but your
survived,
brother
but
is-
fucked.
someone special, important,
Every single one of
and I
them.
want him to see that.
All of them.
I hope to show it to him.
Your ancestors banged. All of ours did. Which is why the bloodline must continue.
Not a blessed plot? God's own
I
country.
saw a YouTube notification
And
that
this
said Elon
Eden
Musk's
should be
feet.
given to his servants
Alright.
to tend.
That's
Abbot Cunibert,
cool, man.
this is the Norse I spoke of.
Gravy.
Ah, yes. And quite a fearsome one at that.
Thanks, man.
Basim says you know the paladin Fulke.
Indeed. The Lady Fulke passed this way not more than a month ago. We talked, we drank. Very pleasant woman.
And where is she?
Wrong.
Eivor
I need to
will be your
murder her.
axe, Abbot, whether to fell a tree or hew the limbs from an enemy.
What have you promised him?
Oh, just a trifle, Eivor. A little problem
like
I
a
believe you
trifle.
can help me with.
Trifle or cake?
If you know where Fulke is, do not rattle my bucket. Tell me now and we'll talk terms later.
Does anyone
The
want to rattle my
hot-tempered
bucket?
one stirs up strife, Basim. Will this rebellion cake Dane do what I ask?
Let's cut to the point. What favor would you ask in exchange for Fulke?
Some weeks ago, our alderman in Kent was
I,
called to God.
I thought he was going to
A
ask me to
terrible
just
loss.
nosh him off or something.
King Alfred has
We're good,
chosen
we're
his
good, we're good.
replacement, but has not yet announced the name. I must know it. Now.
All of Kent will see soon enough which Thane is chosen. Why not wait?
I want early access.
My guy wants to pre-order the next king.
Before his
He
exalted
wants
position
early
is made
access to
public,
the next
and every
king.
fool is at his door.
That's
Who
ridiculous.
else knows the chosen man?
The guy,
King's
does my guy
emissary
never pre-ordered a game?
Sent
Surely
with
he's
a letter
learned.
of congratulations to the new alderman. Intercept him and bring
He's
me
going
the
for the
news.
deluxe edition with an extra
When I know the Thane's
1400
name, we'll
COD
discuss
points.
how I might win his favor.
4-day early access.
Your king will not be happy. His church meddling in his politics.
Does this not delight you, Eivor? A chance to defy Alfred.
I am God's humble shepherd, sent to protect his lambs. If Kent's new
It's
alderman
mental,
was
isn't it?
a
Like
wolf,
how much these
I
people
would blunt his
believed
claws.
in
This
the
emissary,
causes that they
how
did
will I
back
find
then.
him?
Tunbridge Monastery.
Like I
sent
feel like
word
it's only
that the king's
recently
men
got to a colloquial
always
point
pass a
where
few nights in there.
everyone's
I'll give the alderman's name all
relatively
in good
aligned
time.
in terms of
Now,
Then I will find you.
beliefs, not political at least, but religious beliefs. You know, like you do obviously still have a
I
fair
suppose
few
we'll see.
Christians
What will you do?
about. Obviously,
I'm not
Muslims.
done
There are
with these
quite a lot of
Christians yet.
people in that
I
community.
will see you in
Sikh.
Fulton
But if you were asking people on the street randomly, I feel like about 80% of your answer would be atheist. And comparing it to like these sort of times where in this, for example, you got like all the Norse, the Danes, the Swedes, I suppose, although I don't think the Swedes are really as involved, but like they've all got the Norse gods and stuff like that, like Odin, Loki, Thor, etc. And then all your Saxons are all Catholic or Christian, you know. So it's like a real coming together. Like, and the thing is, one of them, like, only one of them. Well, one of them would definitely be wrong at least. Like, surely, like that meeting someone else. Like, if you'd trying to think out what word this. If you lived at this time period, and then you met someone and they had a complete different religious belief system to you, one of you is going to be wrong. One of you is going to be right. Wrong, to be honest. But like, I don't know. It's just mad that like none of these Norse gods catched on, caught on, and started. I might get into just Norse mythology. That might be the gods that I believe in from now on. I'm an aggressive atheist, but you know. Look, it's okay, I'm committing murder because it's in God's name. So don't worry about me. I'm doing this for religious purposes. Like, how many people have died in the name of religion? It's men. Oh, I see, right. Not good enough. Yeah, alright. Fuck off. Don't come back. I see. Didn't want you here anyway. Whatever. Don't care. That's fine. All good, all good.
Alfred's emissary spent a few days here. Someone may
Right,
know where he went.
let's get talking.
What can I tempt you with?
Ooh. No.
I'm off. You
What can I tempt you with? Nothing. Right, where the... Okay, let's go there. That's a good place to start. Although, I'm quite excited that it seems like they're going back to the old sort of format where it was much more linear and not really as much of an RPG. I feel like the RPG elements are great, sometimes, but I think for the story to benefit it, without the RPG elements, these games will flourish better. In my opinion.
Who are you? Loitering and lollygagging.
I love the word lollygag.
I'm looking for someone. An emissary from Alfred. Have you seen such a man?
Ooh, la-di-da. Listen to you, all high and mighty. Get away
This
with
guy's
you,
just
you
saying
valley
every
lily.
bloody quip from any medieval time ever. Yeah, let's
If you would
threaten
rather
him.
feel the edge of my blade, it can be arranged.
Yeah, that I respect. Forceful, to the point, as refreshing as a summer ale.
You're a strange fish.
I'll just start
He
drinking
was getting
mead.
pie-eyed with that
I think
bard
you're secretly a
harder than it
Norse
should
god.
have.
I've been mistaken for one of them before. Glad you've finally brought it up. No, I don't know. Maybe. Home cosplaying as a Viking. I could be. I think I'd
I
make
mean
a
you no
great
harm.
Viking.
I'm looking for
I'm
someone.
gonna...
Speak your piece.
I think I
have
will
work to
grow
do.
my beard.
Seen anyone here on the
Become a
King's
Viking.
authority?
And in typical
I've been wondering
Viking
that
fashion, they have
myself.
a Stella.
Did someone bring news
This
to
is
the
exactly
Alderman?
what I'm gonna do.
Lord Landry'd make a good one.
I had one left over, and I don't like seeing it go to waste. It would only go warm, and just have one stellar line about it anyway, so might as well. Just want to take the edge off on a Sunday, you know. Okay. How are you anyway, Benji? I know we literally spoke earlier, but
You tried to
how
catch
are you?
flies,
Do a
or would you
cosplay.
ask something of me?
Nah,
I'm looking for a man.
cosplay's not
who
really my
passed
sort of
through
thing.
here on the
I
king's
just,
business.
No, bugger off here.
I appreciate
Or I'll call
it.
the
I think
guards.
it's cool. A lot of the time it is really cool.
You need to heal your
I
own
just couldn't get
ills.
into it personally. I don't think.
And people are sick of you.
I will
Oh, Jesus, wet!
murder you.
Guards!
Oh, you
Guard!
snitch. You little snitch.
Preserve me!
Should have just played him. Oh yeah, I got a magpie as well, which is pretty cool. Just forced myself to watch Quebble Cup AI videos. Why have you done that? Like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, Benji. And you're doing it for free. Oh. Imagine if you went in cosplay for Comic-Con. See, I don't think. Because I like the fact I can just
wind belching, so choose your words
dress in my normal clothes and it's fine. But
I heard the king's men came through here, cast
yeah,
a
I
star.
don't know. If
Man
I
of
were
your
to,
wit
if I
noticed
had
them,
to,
I bet.
I am witty.
I mean, it would be
Finally,
well
someone
hot.
sees.
It would be
I'm
too
always
hot
telling
for
the
me to
wife,
do
but
that.
will she listen? Will she bollocks?
I'll just go with something completely random. I do have
Where?
a spinner
Him
wheel
and the bard ended up in a copse
and go
by the
as
bridge
like
doing Lord knows
RoboCop
what.
or something.
Sounded like they were murdering a cat.
Singing?
That'd be cool.
If you say so.
There was a bard drinking with the emissary.
Right, now I've got a
I
bar.
should find him. See if he knows anything.
I'm gonna beat the living daylights out of him. That's what I'm gonna do. See, look, these people from Kent are not helpful. It would be too hot. So many people. Oh yeah, honestly, I sympathise. Well, do I sympathise with the people that do it? Because they're doing it to themselves, really. Like, it's optional, but they're doing it by choice. But yeah, I don't know if I could do it to myself. It'd just be too hot, regardless, you know. Depends what you guys.
What do you see?
I'm gonna go as Lola Bunny. That's what I'll go as. Asking for yourself. How to get rid of HIV. I feel like it's one of them things where you Google it and be like, oh yeah, eat garlic, that'll do it. I'm pretty sure it's curable these days, HIV, anyway. I'm pretty sure. I've never needed to worry about it personally. Hello, Brooklyn. How are you? How's it feel being named after a place in America? Sorry, that was a very stupid comment. What's the worst YouTube video you watched? Oh, God. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a channel me and my girlfriend watch, and it's basically a dad and his kid. And we started watching it ironically.
Cast about this laugh, my friend.
But then after that, we were like emotionally engaged with the lore. And like it's just them two opening like Funkos and stuff, but the kid is definitely on the spectrum, I suppose, and the dad's a bit weird. It's quite a good combo, really. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Okay, that was a... No. I am playing on the easiest difficulty, just for the record. Just before anyone insults the gameplay. Because I want to play this for the story and the lore. And I also want to speed run it before Mirage comes out. So, I'm literally trying to get as much out of the game as I can before it comes out, essentially. Okay, that wasn't part of the plan. I don't think he's meant to fall off there, is he? Ah. Alright, easy, Tiger, easy. No. Okay. Hello, Louise. How you doing as well? Good. It feels good because I have banter with people who don't know. I mean, I do apologise for the incredibly shit answer I offered, but stomp. Felt like stomping. Let's confirm that. Once I watched Ultimate Spider-Man roleplay video game, I've seen that one. I have seen that one. I can't remember who I was watching that.
No more winters.
It's weird. Some weird videos on this website.
I hope my Magister Magnus forgives me. For so long, I looked to him for guidance, for order.
If your honor is slow,
What I found ironic,
Lord cannot
a lot of
forgive
these
They
people that
cannot.
I've killed, they all seem to show remorse when they get to this point. And like, it's just the amount of people that have died for rich people. Mental, isn't it? Thought-provoking. Indeed. Watched the film 71 last night, which is a film about the Troubles in Belfast. And this poor guy just gets, like, hunted down like a dog for sport. And he's just caught in the middle of this conflict, which has nothing to do with him. He didn't really even know anything about. And I think it's a good analogy for almost every war ever fought, really. You know, do any of us really have a reason to fight a war? I don't think we do. Ah, hello.
Stole my truths.
You there. You
Me
alive?
after this Stella.
Patience is a tired horse. Ploddity plod plod.
Another tottering teat sucker who can't hold his drink.
I need to watch Blackadder again
Let's
as
clear
well.
your head.
I think that's going to be on the cards at some point soon. A good old-fashioned watching of Blackadder. Oh, sober the bard up. I know exactly what to do. This is the last thing that I'd want happen to me if I was pissed. There we go. Oh.
Oh, it's cold as a witch's tit in here.
Oh, witches' tits cold? Is there any witches in chat? Have we got any witches here? Can confirm.
God's truth.
Cheers, Benji.
Fly on you.
I just.
What infernal wakes me?
Some of us are
you
just
the
blessed,
tail
I
weaver?
guess.
Gowan the dandelion. For
I
the
don't know.
seeds of my
I put on
story
a bit of,
split
like,
upon the winds of Wessex.
Cheek weight,
But
you know.
why, mule, do you kick my knob?
That's the first thing that goes.
You and Alfred's
So what's the
emissary were
best
drinking
cosplay
in the
you think you
tavern.
could pull off?
Tell me where he went.
Were we? I
Dalek.
was so ale-addled.
Don't even like Doctor Who.
Perhaps a small
Dalek.
and silver thing upon my palm might help me recall.
How about something long and sharp in your gut?
All right, no need for that. You paint a vivid picture, Dane. He was headed to the
I'm
White
Norse.
Coast.
Why does
of
everyone
the
keep calling me Dane?
southeast.
I'm a
Dover
Norse.
Fortress. He said it is
Jar
where
Jar.
they train those
Jar Jar
religious
would be good.
fanatics.
Right, I can make a good
Zealots.
hobbit.
They
That's,
pray
yeah,
all
that's a
night
good one, Benji.
instead
Nice
of
one.
sleeping.
I've heard that one
My
about
thanks.
50 times.
And in return,
Optimus
wisdom.
Prime.
too much beer bibbing will grow a fool
Optimus
in winter
Prime is my
words.
final answer.
My thanks, weaver of the obvious.
And I just go around going.
Now leave me to my unholy punishment.
I can't do the Transformers noise, but you get my drift. Where am I going now? Huh? What was my quest say? Oh, okay.
We made for Dover Fortress on the southeast coast.
Oh, so south then. Why is it saying go 2,000 meters away? Oh, no, that is correct. Fair enough. We're going to Dover, boys. Prepare for the White Cliffs. Gordon from Thomas the Tank Engine. I was obsessed with it as a kid. I was autistic for Thomas as a kid, believe it or not. I'm not going to say believe it or not. I don't really need to. But yeah, I was like mad autistic for Thomas. Gordon was a bit of a moany bastard though, to be honest. I'd want to be... I always liked Henry. Henry was cool. And, Travis? Was Travis one of them? I think Travis was one of them. The number 7, the brown, like, carriage. Right? Or was it number... It wasn't number 7, I don't think. I can't remember. Who was the Harold helicopter, right? No, Harold was number 3? I can't remember. Who was the helicopter? Also, was there a Percy? I'm getting flashbacks of, like, bits of my childhood. But I can't remember any of it. Pull off a great daddy pig. I mean, I'd eat daddy pig. And by that, I mean, I'd have him in a bacon sandwich. Percy was the great one. Right. Diesel. Right, Diesel scared the shit out of me as a child. I remember seeing the film, the Thomas the Tank Engine film, with Alec Baldwin, before he shot someone. And I remember Diesel being in that, and it petrified me as a child. And I remember, I think my family were getting a Diesel car, and I was upset about it because Diesel from Thomas the Tank Engine. So yeah, that's how my little brain worked. Back then, until now, recently, really. Hey, look at this. Kent, look how much of a shithole it is. Hi, Kent. Boom. Although, from my flat when I move in, I think I will be able to see Kent. Which I'm none too pleased about. I'll get a bloody good view of it, as well. Get a fantastic view of Canvey Island. Which, is it on this? Is it in this game? I don't know where that is. Westcliff, maybe? Wolfaswick. Someone find out what that is. Do it. Do it now. Old Gravesham Bridge. So, that's a bit further out. Malden's there somewhere, maybe up here. That's Colchester. That's Colchester, definitely. So if you go this way, that would be Rayleigh? I think, because Rayleigh used to have a castle. I'm putting Wickford around here. Brentwood there? Somewhere? I don't know. Without being remotely offensive, Fat Controller. What do you mean? You don't go, without being offensive, and then using the word fat. I mean, Fat Controller, yeah, probably. No beard, though. What was Birmingham called? What, back in the day? I'm not sure it existed, you know. It's around here somewhere, I think. I thought, at least. That being said, Nottingham's there. And Nottingham's more central, isn't it? So, Birmingham's probably around here. Because I've been through Derbyshire. Repton, which is near Birmingham. So Birmingham's here somewhere? I'm not sure. I've not really... No, I know it was his name, Benji. It's fun. I don't know. But yeah, like... England's got an even more complicated history than... Well, America's history isn't exactly complicated. It's only just started, isn't it? But back when it was kingdoms as well. Like, because bear in mind, we've been under, what? Roman rule. Then invasion by Vikings and Danes and Norse. And then also the Normans as well. Why is my game frozen? It's loading something. There we go. And then there was the Norman conquest. And then all the king's sources and all the king's men basically went, oh yeah, we'll only have one king. And then you had the War of the Roses, I think, and then they wrote the Doomsday Book. And I think it's a pretty complicated history, from what I recall. I'd like to know more about it, really, but I did find it a little bit tedious after a while. I'm going to do that viewpoint. Did you watch PJ Masks? I don't know what that is. Why does my game keep loading? Ah. It's not loading in, that's why. Come on. Sound random, does anyone watch WWE? I don't, no. I'm a 27-year-old man. Never did history, so these are lessons now. See, I didn't take it as an option. I really wished I had. Canterbury's another one. I think it was... I'll have to have a look at it once I've got this... Actually, I'll look at it through this viewpoint. Be a bit more immersive. I've been to Canterbury. And, Yeah, it was quite a weird little place. Because you got the cathedral bang in the middle, and then there are walls around the city, but I don't know when they were made. So it might have been after this. It might have been in the thousands. That's an old Roman amphitheatre, maybe. Honestly, they had the right idea. We're never going to get a building as cool as the fucking Colosseum or the Pantheon, you know? I should have been a history teacher, yeah, honestly. Come on, there we go. Oh no, it has got the wall. Right, yeah, so you can still see some of that IRL, which is cool. Weird little place, that Canterbury. I don't know why this reminds me so much like Assassin's Creed. Huh? Home doggy, you okay? Right, what can we see? I can see my house from here. Tunbridge. That's Tunbridge Wells then. That's... Right, we're in Canterbury. So, these walls here are still there in real life. Some of them, or at least remnants of them. That's pretty fascinating. And I think some of the cathedral is as well. Some of it does look like this. It's pretty cool. But yeah. Also, can we get a shout out for the soundtrack of this game? It's actually lovely. It does make me feel like I'm about to go and pillage a bunch of people. Although, why do I keep getting this loading glitch, man? Some of the textures not loading in and stuff, I don't know. The soundtrack to Origins is better though, I will say it. That has got an incredible soundtrack. I'd listen to that just walking around, to be honest. I love game soundtracks, honestly. A lot of good ones. There is a lot of good ones over the years. Do you remember the 2-hour GTA race? Oh, dude, I got bored halfway through it and started watching Lego videos, in all honesty. The Colosseum is 50-50 on historic accuracy because they are rebuilding it to host major sporting events, which means that the historicisms are gone. I don't know if they... I can't see them doing that. I think they'd do it without messing with the foundation, surely. They're not gonna mess about with a building that's 2,000 years old. I can't see it happening. And where are people gonna sit? There's no seats in it. There would have been once upon a time, but either that or you build the Colosseum 2 next to it. That would be cool. I can't see him doing anything to the Colosseum other than maintenance, though, dude. In all honesty, I know Elon Musk and Zuckerberg were meant to fight there, but I can't see them turning it into an actual function. It's a museum. It's essentially one of the wonders of the world, which isn't registered as one. So I can't see him doing anything with it. We're the most too likely to get a job as a teacher. I'd argue Benji probably not. I don't know how much interest Benji actually has in history. I suspect I like it more. Kyle, I'd say, is probably up there with me. If you're picking two people out of our friend group to go for teacher jobs or history teacher jobs, be me or Kyle, I think. Kyle does enjoy doing research on like World War II and stuff. Also, another thing is telling what bricks are what, who built what and stuff. You see them little red slatty bricks? That's Roman. Or, failing that, it's an old Roman brick that people have reused to make something else. Colchester Castle is made out of reused Roman bricks. It wasn't actually built by the Romans. And you know that. There you go. When is rating viewers setups? Fucking hell, brother! I announced it last night. for members, if you put your setup in the dump in the server, I'll be doing it at some point. I'll be rating all your setups and such and such. I don't know when it'll be. A couple of weeks yet, I reckon. soonish. But yeah, I only put the announcement out yesterday, so I need to give time. I need to give people time to put theirs in there. So that'll be the next members video. Right, where is this Donny?
Oh, my eyes.
Ooh. I picked this colour on the bird because it's like a magpie. And I like magpies. They're funny. Have you ever watched a magpie run? They just hop. They're fun. Who's most likely to become homeless in your group? Probably me, I'd argue. Even though I've like bought a flat. Me, probably. I think I'm probably the least well off when it comes to money. I'd argue. But that's the bit. I live a pretty simple life, so and I'm not really money orientated as well. So sometimes I don't think about my actions before I perform them, so to speak. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't owe anyone any money. I'm not in debt or anything. Like we're all pretty switched on with it, but a lot of them are better with money than I am. So. No, AC games are good, but they don't feel like Assassin's Creed games. Origins did. I didn't really get into Syndicate, but I was going to attempt it.
Welcome to the Cum Zone.
Welcome, Louise. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get yourself in the server if you're not already. I don't think you are. I don't think I've seen you in there. Anyway, welcome, thank you. And, yeah, put your setup in the dump. The links. You know what you're doing. I'm sure you've done this before. You know what you're doing. Right, where is this bloody dude? I could just murder everyone. That's a good method, I suppose, isn't it? Forgot what I was waffling about, really. Are they attacking each other? No. But yeah, no, thank you. Appreciate that. Have a different name on Discord. Ah, yeah, guys. That makes sense. That makes sense. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, no, like I'm not. I will always find a way to survive. That's the way I live. Like, yeah, I could be a bit skint, but I will always find a way to get through anyway. Like the bills are always paid, stuff like that. I've never owed anyone an amount of money that I couldn't pay back. Sometimes I'll need to borrow some money off of myself to get through the end of the month and stuff like that. But I'm only ever taking that out of either overdraft or savings anyway, so it's one of them, innit? I remember, like, because I was in overdraft at one point, and Blue was like, oh my god, really? I was like, dude, everybody has an overdraft, like, it's completely normal. And, like, that's the thing. He's quite clever with it, I think. Oh, peach churro, that makes sense. And, yeah, like... He was shocked that I was in my overdraft. I'm like, dude, this is like monthly. Like, it gets your credit score up, I suppose. But like, yeah. I don't know, I think just some people are good with money, some people aren't. I don't even know if it's how you're brought up, because I was always brought up to look after money. I wasn't brought up spending frivolously or anything like that. I just get impulsive. I think that's my problem. I'm like, I want to do this, so I'm going to. And because I live... like a little bit like I'm gonna die tomorrow, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always like, oh, do it, just do it. Like, I'll make the money back, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, stuff like that is just never. If I'm in two minds about something and I'm more like do more, I will 9 times out of 10 just go, yeah, I'll just do it. Like, fuck it, I'll be fine. White Cliffs of Dover. It's weird, isn't it? Like, you can't imagine these things that we see in our country, like, normally. You can't imagine them normally, like, no, back in, like, these times. Like, the White Cliffs of Dover. They will have been there at this point. Stuff like that, you know. The River Thames. It's always been there. But I don't know. I do. This is why I find history fascinating. Thousands of millions of people over the years have seen the same things through different eyes and different perspectives. and they're all used to different, you know, ways of living and stuff. Like, we've got a bit, like, I mean, our generation, well, the last 3 generations, I guess. I mean, I'm a Zennial, technically speaking, I think. Cross between Gen Z and a Millennial. Because I had a similar Millennial childhood, like, going out and playing in... What is going on? In the sense that I was going out and playing in the mud and, you know, a little bit of a 90s childhood, I suppose. But then, I've also been brought up on computers and stuff like that, you know, so like I've always been tech savvy, I guess, because I'm part of a generation that everybody is tech savvy. So yeah, but I feel like we've seen so much changes in the last 20 years at least, let alone the last 100. Bear in mind, humanity didn't really progress that far until, I don't know, the 1500s maybe, when they started inventing gunpowder. And civilizations / empires are lasting a lot less time now as well, if there is one, so to speak. For example, Romans lasted 600 years, something like that maybe. And then they eventually went out and it was a different empire. British Empire was 200-300 years. Now, if you were to get an empire, the Nazi, well, if you want to call it an empire, the Nazis lasted 10 years, 9 years at most, you know. So, because of technology, things are lasting less and less time in that aspect. But now you've got stuff like AI coming through. I genuinely have no idea what to expect in the future. I don't know. You can't predict these things either. Like, that's the thing. I don't think you can predict any of this. And I'm not worried, I don't think, particularly about AI or anything like that. I think it'll be a good thing as long as we control it. Which I think we will. There's regulations and rules that they bring in for this sort of thing, specifically. Same as the, I suppose, the principle of mutually assured destruction. That's the reason that there's not been a nuclear war. That's the reason I don't think, personally, there ever will be one. We've got the power to destroy ourselves, but we've got enough people in charge of that decision that it would have to go through every single one of them and be an absolute point of no return for them to be used. And I don't think we're ever going to be in a situation as a race where that's going to feel like a necessity, you know? So, I remember, like, when Russia first invaded Ukraine, I remember being worried, and then I started looking into how these countries see things and how they think and stuff like that. And then after a while, I was just like, it's just another skirmish. I don't think Russia aren't dumb enough to try even going past Ukraine, because they know that it will end in absolute catastrophe for them. Ukraine are fighting for their independence. That's the long and, like, the hard, cold facts, you know. So I think it will just dither out eventually. There'll be a treaty signed or something like that. Assurances will be made. Probably will happen again in 50 years' time or something like that, and that'll be that. Like, it will just go back and forth for years. But there's always a war going on somewhere. There's always got to be something going on. No one's talking about Azerbaijan or Armenia, you know. Always something going on there. But we're living through history. So yeah, this is what I mean. There is always a war. A lot of the time, yeah, it don't get reported, and a lot of the time you don't know about it if your country's not involved in it, really. It's only... hell. It's only because of how close to home that one is that we are a bit more aware of it, and because of the fact that we're probably making a shitload of money from it. But probably the weapons industry must be fucking booming right now. It's a good excuse to test all your weapons, I suppose, right? Anyway, I'm not going to get political. But my point is,
I need your eyes, my friend.
I need your eyes. Give me them. But my point is that you'll read about this in 50 years' time and just go, oh, I lived through that, you know? I remember thinking that when the pandemic hit. I was like, oh, shit. And when the Queen died, actually. I think about this sort of thing a lot. When the Queen died, I remember, like, where I was like, I need to remember where I was, exactly what I was doing when I heard the news. And, I don't remember what day it was. what was it, the 9th of September or something like that. But like, I remember seeing about it on Twitter at work, at my old job, seeing that Operation London Bridge, I think, was trending. I was like, oh, okay, well, I know what that means because I'd looked into it before. And I was like, okay, well, this could be an interesting day. And luckily, it was like one of the quietest days I think I'd ever had in that job. No one come in, no customers, nothing. So I just spent all day on my phone, just watching the news, waiting for updates, and then nothing all day. And then as I'm driving home, I remember I missed my turning because I was listening to the news, listening for the broadcast to say, oh, Majesty, the Queen of England, or whatever, blah blah blah. And yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna remember this because it is history, you know. In 50 years' time, we're going to be watching me and saying, wow, I remember when he used to give us free history lessons. I'm not planning on going that long. I'll be 77 at that point. Jesus, that's a horrible thought. Right, where is this Donny? I'm getting
steal
bored.
the letter without killing the emissary.
Right, okay.
Keep me out of trouble.
I mean...
He said he was elusive. What am I to do now?
Could just murder him. Stealth was never an option.
You must ring the bell.
No, you must not.
Alfred's chosen alderman was a thane called Tetman.
Peace was never an option. I don't know why I hesitated murdering these people. They're all from Kent. I don't think I'd like to get an axe thrown at me. Okay. I've heard that the combat's been buffed a little bit in the new game as well. And to be fair, I'm really looking forward to Mirage because it seems much more... That looked like it hurt a little bit. But it seems much more akin to the first Assassin's Creed. Which I got it on just after release. I remember I got my PS3 for my 12th birthday. And... not long after that I went to... I didn't get it on release. Not long after that I went to W.H. Smith's, of all places, and bought Assassin's Creed, even though it was a 15. I had parental guidance, so I could buy it. And yeah, I bought Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty 4, and both of them ended up becoming two of my favourite game franchises, which is pretty cool. So like, ever since I've been gaming on something relatively next gen, or current gen I suppose, like, them two games have been ones that I've always sank time into, which is cool. I remember the day before I said she wouldn't make the next day as the last photo of made my spidey sense tingle. That last photo, she did look frail, to be fair. Ah, wasn't Liz Truss in charge of the country at that point? That's wild. What a weird few weeks they were. Folkestone. We're in Folkestone. Folkenstan. It's weird how the English language changed. Out of the way, peasant. I've never been to Folkestone. Have I? No, I have. I've been on the, what's it called?
Eivor, you have news?
I've been on the Eurostar.
Kent's new alderman
which is
will
from
be
Folkestone.
Thane Tetman.
Tedman! Oh, the Lord is testing me. He is made mouse by you Danes. Barely
The Lord
leaves
is
his
testing
fortress
me.
at Rooster.
I remember for you played
How
Pet
might I
David
gain his
server.
influence if he
What,
will
we
not
getting
speak to me?
big Lizzie
Or
first
to
traps?
anyone? 'Tis a puzzle.
Me and Isaac have been in some first traps lately. It's been class.
To
I've
inspire
enjoyed it
loyalty,
thoroughly.
Tetman must owe you something, such as his life.
Go on.
No.
A fortress stormed, a man kidnapped. If you beat back his enemy, saved him from sure death, his gratitude would...
Swell. It would know no bounds. But that fortress will be harder to pry open than a nun's knees.
But these old expressions are killing me, man.
Perhaps not.
Harder to open than a nun's knees.
Are you hiding something, Basim?
Basim's a weird character.
There is a lumber mill nearby, correct?
I'm excited to play as him, though, to be fair.
Alfred invests much in fortifying Wessex, and uses our forests to do so. The mill provides his wood.
Tedmund is there.
Your mum provides my wood.
Impossible. How do you know?
I heard rumors.
I would
that
love
Tedmund
to
had been
see
lured
some
out of self-exile
Queen Elizabeth
to manage
God bless her
work
heart.
on the fortifications of Canterbury.
I'd love to see some Queen Elizabeth
Taking him
first
from a
traps.
lumberyard
I
is
need to
less
see that.
dangerous than assaulting a
Just
fortress.
like
But your rescue
Umbrella
attempt will
by
not have the
Rihanna,
same flair.
or
Is it worth
Rude Boy, also by Rihanna.
It may still work. Yes. Yes. Bring him to the megaliths.
The megaliths. Is that
And
like the
Fulke?
megabus?
When I have Tedmund's fealty, you shall have Fulke. Now go. I will rustle up a small rescue party.
Okay. What could go wrong?
I do a roaring trade at Reculver and Tunbridge. I pay well for my catch.
Why has he got a weird accent? He's from South.
Don't you believe in cheat?
Over here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect from Mirage.
I'm wary of this abbot.
I've
Basim.
avoided spoilers
He's
purely because I've
self-serving
not
and
finished
evasive.
this yet. And I don't actually know the ending of this.
The abbot is a friend of Fulke's. That is
Odyssey is
So long
mostly
as it doesn't
spoiled for me
suspect our
at this
motive,
point.
we may have a chance.
Because
Indeed.
I thought
This brings
I was
to
skimming.
mind a story.
Although I might go and
Perhaps you've
replay
heard
it
of
at some point because I'm intrigued to see what all the ancient Greece
A
is
children's story?
like. Another place I'm fascinated with. I'd
The
love to go to
scorpion
Athens.
wants to cross the
That'd be
river,
cool.
but he cannot swim, so he enlists the help of the frog. The frog agrees
Shall I
to
find
carry him
someone
on his
send in the
back.
dump? Yeah, do
extracting
it.
a promise
Do
that
it,
the
it'd be
scorpion
funny. Oh no,
will
don't
not
put him in the dump,
sting
just put him in memes or general. I'm
Scorpion
sort of, I need
eggs,
dump
blaming his
cleansed
nature,
for a minute
both
because of
drown.
the setup video, but
The scorpion
yeah,
crosses
just chuck
the
him
river
in
and
the
stings
server
an
somewhere.
innocent man, killing him. So what does this
Just,
tell you?
or
That your
make one
stories
if
are
you want, if
clouded
you're
and
really
their
feeling
meaning
up to the
doubly
challenge.
so?
It shows that every tale has a thousand
page.
possible outcomes.
Just show that for days
Many
after,
of which
yeah.
are surprising.
My
abbot
feed
does
page
not
is so
deliver
broken
Fulke,
at the minute. I'm on my way to fixing it.
and
But
we
it
will
is just
continue
like...
our search.
A sobering approach.
Do you have your own server? I've got the geezer one, yeah, the one that you should now be able to get. I thought you were already in it. I could be wrong. If you go on the members tab, on the channel, you'll be able to get in it now. There'll be a link.
Venusfield is just ahead. Lead.
Do you
I
think
will
the Queen
follow.
died from drinking too much petrol? No, she was like 97, to be
I
fair.
hope this chase
So-
will catch us a plump hen.
Once the abbot has Tedmund's gratitude, he will deliver Fulke. It will cost us nothing
If
more
that
than
leaden
this.
wit keeps his word.
This is my research for more important than you. Yep. Sorry, I butchered that one. This is my research now more important than you. Yep. I think that's fair. I can't really complain with that.
Ah, you prefer to work in the shadows.
Yes. That's the point of the game, is it not? We're going to need that key, although I'm going to blend in. Hello, Basim. Okay. You're going to be helpful? Oh, I want that armor. She died from white penny. I think she just died of old age, to be entirely honest. Did they actually ever announce what she died of? Or was it just old age? I'm assuming it was just being an old hag, really. I did see a cool video of King Charles, actually.
I must be careful
Someone
now.
bumped into him on a walk in Scotland or something. Apparently he's actually an alright bloke. He seems like a cool dude. Why has that man got a crossbow? Crossbow didn't exist until 1500s. That's actually a fact. There you go, get learned. You've been taught a lesson. Yeah, crossbows didn't actually exist until about the 1500s. I don't know what year specifically, but you can Google that. It's a fact. Why have they got crossbows? This is historically inaccurate. That was the reason, as well, that in the first Assassin's Creed, in the trailer you see Altair with a crossbow, and then they took it out of the game because it wasn't historically accurate. Fun fact. Also, Masyaf on that. I was looking at that the other day as well. Masyaf, the place you start at in the first Assassin's Creed, it was actually a castle. Like the history is actually there. To be fair, it was actually an assassin's sort of hideout slash club. I guess it was like a club for all the cool kids to go out and assassinate people. I guess he is dead. So yeah, it's all in the lore. Finding kidnapped Tidmouth. I want the armor first. The armor is the most important. I just go around getting all these ones because I want to look cool. I'm not bothered about swords or anything. I just... What do you mean? Where's the key? Bird, find the key. Find the seat. There we go. Bing. I don't know what key I just got then, but it's all good. Right, let's break him. I sort of gave up the option of stealth after a little while. Consider him removed from the equation.
One more time, I'm telling you.
No, no, down. No. Okay, right, out of the way, Basim. If that is your name. There we go. Okay. Would have been way cooler if the Queen died from doing the worm to the Peppa Pig food shit. Yeah, I can agree that, I think. That would have been cool. Or, like, you know when people get voted out of Big Brother? And they have, like, what's her face? Davine McCall. Just going, alright, let's take a look at your best bits. And there's, like, a montage with, like, Happy by Pharrell of all the best moments of her time in the Big Brother house. They should have done that. They've really missed the trick with that one. That would have been cool. That's what I want. When I die, I just want that to happen. In all honesty. Right, this better be good. I've had to go out of my way to get a key. I don't know what's going to be in this. Better be good. Alright, let's test them. Let's see what these bad boys are all about. Come on, game. Come on. I think it's because I'm on the PS4 version, you know. Okay, that's kind of cool. But not as cool as that, I don't think. We'll upgrade them while we're here. Cool. Hi, Suitor. Make a Family Guy cutaway joke. Ooh. Do I have any Family Guy cutaway jokes? No. It turns out I don't have any jokes. This is like that time where I was at the joke factory and we run out of jokes. Cutaway. Oh. Peter, I'm out of jokes.
Fly up!
Well, I found him. How do I kidnap him? Tie up. There we go. Hi, Macca. Hello, Macca. How you doing?
I am not who you think I am! Let me
Is your second name Rainer?
Stop caterwauling and you'll live.
live! Oh, saints protects me!
Oh, you worked that one out.
Silence will save you, Tedmund. Silence, not your
Give you a
saints.
Flee, my friend. We have the man we came for. Does this venture not set your blood
I
ablaze?
do remember.
You don't prefer working in
I
the
remember
shadows.
most people.
So we have.
Unless they're just forgettable. Which some people are. Suitor, for example, is very forgettable.
But only until the moment of success.
What despicable
final
bloke.
strike.
I
Think the
prefer
Queen
to
were
act
on
and
Love Island
speak
before
plain.
she died.
Kings
She
and
was
lords
voted
who do
first.
not
Nah.
are often
Dude, it's
misunderstood.
about the bag.
Yet as a leader yourself,
If I went
cannot deny that subtlety and intrigue
on Love
are
Island and the Queen was there,
How many of your clan
she'd basically
know
become
of the
Sugar
true
Mama.
circumstances of Sigurd's absence? You see my point. A leader must know when to speak and when to stay silent, for silence is not always a lie.
It can feel like one. You truly embrace the concept of hiding in plain sight, eh? To its very
I
fullest.
thought that was one of
As
the
I do in everything.
one of the vulture things from Minecraft. 58 terabytes. Yeah.
Halt,
Yeah.
Danes! In the name of Alfred, King
Brutal,
of Wessex, I demand
Fucking
you
brutal.
release his royal subject
Inside joke, guys, you
into
get it.
my care.
Come no closer, Christian, else your man dies by my blade.
Please, I'm not the man you want.
Oh, but you are Tedmund.
Keep your eye on this one. He'll be worth a hefty bounty.
Any false moves, and I will snip your heels.
We have your man. Now let's finish this shadow play and be gone.
Are you sure that's Tedmund? He's dressed as a lord, but that man is shorter and fatter than I recall.
People, when they see me
I'm not Tedmund.
after
I'm
6
not.
months
I
of
swear
not
upon the
watching my
holy
videos.
rood, I am not Thane Tedmund.
What in heaven's name is happening here?
Who are you? Speak quickly, or I will slit your throat and leave you for the crows.
Shergar. I'm called Shergar. Lord Tedmund pays me a measly coin to serve as his double.
Brother Shergar? You are far from Augustine's priory.
I left the cloisters many moons ago, your holiness.
Dude, it's
The
weird that
monastic
this was
life
all
was
just like
not my
normal
calling.
back then. These sort of conversations.
We can use you yet, Shergar. Summon Tedmund to a
Like,
meeting. Get him out in the open.
They know what all
Tedmund
these
has no
words
care for
mean,
me
and
or what I have
I'm
to say.
confused by
My orders come
some
by
of
letter, never by mouth. I hardly know the man.
You're of no use to us then. Perhaps I should just kill you here and now.
No, wait. Let me think. Let me think. Danes. To storm the walls, you need Danes. There's a raiding camp west of here. I was acting as Tedmund.
But I'm
I
not-
ordered a band of soldiers
That's
to
good to
capture
do
them. If you hurry,
Basim
you
or
may
like
be able to stop this.
If another band of Danes wants
Save
to
the
join our
Basim
assault,
jokes for
we'll have the
Mirage.
distraction we need
Only
to
a
get
matter of
inside
time.
Rochester.
If the Saxons don't slaughter them first.
I am still Tedmund to
Battlefield
the
1
men
or
in the
5,
field.
which better? 1.
I can
Hands
speak with
down
their
1.
captain.
The 5
Send his
should
men
have been a
away.
lot
It's a
better. 5
fearless
should have
plan.
been better
The
than
Nordnir
1.
knit winding paths
5 had a
cannot
rough
be
start.
unnoted. It seems Rochester was always in our
If it was
path.
released with the
Abbott,
content it
stay
has
alert.
now at launch,
We'll
it
send
might have
word when we're
been
ready to
salvaged.
capture
But
Tedmund.
And this fool, he knows much of
I
our
think
plan.
they made a mistake by not trying to keep it somewhat historically accurate.
He'll come with us. And if
Yeah,
he betrays
Battlefield
me,
1
I'll
was-
roast his balls
went
over a roaring
hard.
fire.
That game went hard,
You will
and
not
it
regret this.
didn't feel
My
too
wily
far
ways and
removed
quick
from
wit will cease the need for
history
bloodshed.
to an
I
extent.
still
It
might
made
kill
World
you
War
yet,
One
man.
fun.
If
It
your
showed it
prattling
was
doesn't
possible.
cease.
5 is a good game, still feels a lot better than 2042. I don't mind for 2042,
The
dude.
rewards for
I
being
actually
Tedmund
play
are
it often,
rapidly
and I
diminishing.
don't mind it.
And how
I think
does
it's
one
actually
become a
quite
double?
enjoyable.
Are there vigorous
Personally.
challenges and tests to overcome?
But that's me. That's me. I'm a Battlefield fan anyway, so I'll come back to that.
Eivor, stay close.
I have a quest to do.
You're back. Very well.
I was born with the misfortune of looking like someone else. I should have stayed on God's chosen path.
Me when
What
people
took you
call
from
me
it?
Alan from the
I'm
Hangover.
the 7th son of a poor farmer, and not wanting another mouth to feed, my father gave me to the monks.
The cloistered life did not suit you.
I thought there would be great comfort in repetition, but instead I
Me
found
when
nothing
my
but prayer
autism
and
kicks in.
back-breaking toil.
The Norns weave strange
That was a joke about
destinies.
Trey of Autism being
Now
like
your
a
life
repetition
depends on the story you weave for
routine.
yourself.
Puppies!
I'm not a
Oh,
good
very
forgery.
nice and cute.
Still tastes leaden, my hands sweat, and I have a stutter when I'm nervous, but I will try.
I like this guy.
The cornerstone of all
He
great
seems like a
art.
nice dude.
The captain
Never
does
seen
not know
Hangover.
Tedmund well.
I watched it
Keep
quite
our
a lot
heads,
when
we
I
will
was
not
like
question my
16
orders.
because I thought it was hilarious.
hope.
Probably hasn't aged as
We are too late.
funnily
There is
as
great
it maybe
loss.
was back in the day.
Those who remain must be saved,
Let us
whatever the
approach the
cost.
captain
But still
with
an
caution.
enjoyable watch, I
He
think.
drinks too much and does not need a
If you're
reason
gonna
to
watch
kill
a
us.
film like that, like
Yes,
one of
it is
them
I,
ones where they're trying to
Thane
recollect
Tedmund,
what they did the
coming
night
to
before,
discuss the orders I gave to
the
you not
correct
one
one to
day
watch
ago.
is Dude, Where's My Car? Because it's just one of the best films ever made. I mean, it's awful, but it's bad good. It's the sort of like film that you'd watch on a drinking
How dare
night
you
just
address
to
me in
watch a
such a
bad film.
defiant manner? Do you not know who I am?
Ronnie fucking Pickering.
You are Tedmund, as I've said. And I mean no disrespect, Lord, but I was told you were back in Rochester.
Oh yes. And do I look like I'm in Rochester?
You, do not, sir.
A wise man is always unexpected.
You travel in strange company, Lord. An Arab and a Dane.
Nice.
I'm here to advise your Thane in the ways of my people.
That is correct. A cultural exchange of sorts. Perhaps one day I will visit your, Daneland.
Norway. You mistake me for a foreigner. But are we not all just the measure of the places we've seen?
Right. Well, that
I'd
aside,
like to go to.
have you any further orders, Lord?
It's been searching on TikTok for 10 minutes. Can't find any first traps.
I order you to stop loitering and return to your barracks, you scabwit.
That's upset.
And what of the captured Danes?
I'm even sadder about the Queen dying now.
You must kill them all! Every last... Sorry, no. Leave them here, tied up, as a feast for wolves and crows. That is all. You may depart. Shoot!
What a weird bloke.
A convincing ruse
Like 1 5
that has
like
earned you your
2042
freedom.
is okay. Just
Go.
want to like Battlefield.
Make your life
Yeah,
anew.
I can
Nothing
kind of
another man's
understand that
place.
criticism. It had a lot of change in
Small sup
developers
of power
and
has
stuff.
got me thinking. Perhaps I could be a leader of men.
Yeah, it had a change of developers and stuff like that. I think, like in terms of staff, and for that reason, I think it suffered because it didn't have the experience needed.
We owe you our lives, friend.
I'm not
These
gay,
Saxon
but bro, you
whoresons would
hear
have killed us
your
all.
voice.
Yes, they would have. And
What
now's
about?
your chance to hit back. March with us on Roosester.
It's just,
and
I
drain
don't
it of
understand.
riches.
My voice is always.
I would
I used to
gladly,
get the shit ripped out of
We
me. My
few will
voice.
not break those
At my
iron
old
thick
job,
walls.
they'd all
And
take the
we have
mickey
no
out of me and be
allies
like,
in Essex. None who could be called upon to
it's
attack
just a
their
normal
countrymen.
voice. I don't get it.
Mercia will heed the call.
I don't get it.
Giedrich will provide our Viking a horde. We'll send a message to Oxenfordshire. The men of Mercia would gladly take a swipe at Wessex. What is your name, warrior?
Runa
Paul.
Egilsdottir.
Oh, okay.
We need ships, Runa.
We have a small fleet moored upriver, but the naval chain blocks passage to Roosister's walls.
I will remove it, and your people will bring their ships. Now, gather these fallen weapons and armor.
I don't
Giedrich and the
remember
men
where I
of
got on my
Oxenfordshire
first
will
playthrough
need
of
them
this.
to hide their Mercian origins.
My warriors were denied Valhalla today. I cannot bear the idea of gifting their weapons to more Saxons.
Their sacrifice was great.
I don't think I got this far though.
Their gift will be all the greater.
They will know
taken a
justice
turn.
with our victory. It will calm their restless shades, I promise. Will your men bring the armor to the battle?
And what is our plan?
In the morning, you will go to Buckingham, remind Giedrich of his promise. When you have his bond, meet me on the shore near Roosester with the ships.
Abbot Cunibert must be warned in advance.
Runa, that is your task. I will tell you where to meet him before you...
All seems in order. At first new light, I will leave.
Good. That gives us time to drink.
I do want. Basim seemed a bit of a dickhead at first, but as the game's gone on, I've grown to quite enjoy his
Traveled
company.
so far to carry out your duty. Is this the life of a hidden one? Always on
But
the
I'm
move?
excited to see what the game does for me.
Mine is not the usual path. The creed does travel. Our ideals are universal. We believe that.
So there's nowhere you call home.
No place I call home. No.
Good.
For me, home is family. But I have no family.
No one? Not even Hytham?
Parents, brothers, all dead.
I lost my parents when I was 9 winters alone. Without Sigurd, I would have...
There is always one unbreakable bond.
Me and my pillow.
Yes.
My gamer pillow.
Children. They bewilder you. They can cause you so much worry. Fill you with joy. Even stop your heart. And if you're lucky, they replace you.
Dark. Crikey.
I was not so lucky. I had a son.
What was that Pan to the Stars about?
I miss him terribly. Even now.
I'm sorry, Basim.
I feel like we're gonna see that.
He was taken from me. By someone I trusted. A friend. A mentor. A man who I would trust with anything.
I need to find out what year this is set. Got a theory.
But a man you trust with anything can take everything.
Maybe not, maybe not.
He took all I had.
Never mind. I had a theory, but it's not one
All I
that
had.
doesn't seem to exist. Nonetheless, it was cool to see a bit of character to him though, especially before the game. I'm like the Mirage is coming out at a perfect time as well because I'm actually mad excited to play it all of a sudden. I didn't even acknowledge it until about a week ago. So it's come at a good time, really. But I'm just trying to remember everything about the lore and what's going on in the game and etc, etc. So, what's everyone's favourite Assassin's Creed? Those of you that have played it. Do you have one? Also, FIFA is out on Friday, so next Saturday is probably going to be FIFA. It's going to be a long FIFA day, I think. That's the plan, at least. Because me and the boy, well, I know me, Isaac, and Zigzag definitely, maybe a couple of the others will be doing pro clubs. But I'll be doing manager mode on my own anyway. Which I'm really looking forward to. I'm, generally speaking, a manager mode player, so... yeah, that'll be sick. Which one's better? Yeah, that is better. I go now because after almost 13 hours of going, I was just like, yeah, that's fine, man. It's been yeah, it's been real. Have a good one. See you around. I will probably go sometime soonish anyway. And yeah, it's been emotional. Not really. I think I did this bit, you know. We're on the borders of Essex. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Ignore me. I'm being a dick. We should have a confidential chat. How do you buy a new house? Well, where do you want to start, Bernard? What part of this process would you like me to start with? Because it's a little bit. You need a deposit first. Don't bother renting, I'd say, because it's just throwing money at a pit. How much knowledge do you have of this field, Bernard? Because I shouldn't have to explain the entire thing. But that being said, they don't teach it in school, so I can understand the importance of actually knowing these things. Dead. Quite a cool way to die. Right, who's got the key then? It's down there. Alright. Yeah, so you need a deposit. It depends on the house price. Usually it's about a fifth of the house price. And then obviously I don't even know where to start, to be honest, dude. Honestly, I've had to think about this sort of stuff so much lately, and it hurts my head. And I'm currently at a point with my house move, or my flat move, where I'm just waiting for the solicitors to be like, yeah, you good? What date do you want to move in? but they're just dicking about. I don't know what they're doing. They're just dicking about, and this is quite normal behaviour for a solicitor, from what I've been told. So yeah, just waiting basically, just waiting. I'm very excited to move in. It's gonna be great. I can stay up late and I can watch epic films on the telebox.
I need to clear this fort and break
I won't be
this
getting a
chain to
TV
get our
license
ship
though.
safely upriver.
None of that
The
stuff.
mechanism should be inside.
Would you rather date, I'm assuming you mean Denny, 10 50-year-olds? I don't understand your question particularly. I mean, you didn't word it particularly brilliantly, I must confess. But whatever the correct answer is, I will go with that one, please, Denny. No worries, chat guy. Have a good one. And hello, Thomas. What's occurring? What's going on? I'm just causing some trouble in a watchtower. Although, what was the purpose of me breaking in here if... I just need the chain, which is in there. Oh, I get it, yeah. Oh. There we go, right, okay. I've broken in. But yeah, no, I'm alright, Thomas, how are you? What's going on? How are you this fine Sunday? I don't know if I like Sundays or not. Because, like, yeah, back to work tomorrow, la-di-da-di-da. But, like, I've had a good day, do you know what I mean? I've done nothing. I woke up at, like, 11. Started playing this. Watched the football. West Ham lost, that weren't good. And then, now I'm doing this. And that's my day. Like, I had a roast dinner. That was good. Really good. I had a goo pot. Like, never you mind what a goo pot is. But yeah, I've had a relatively good day. I think I've edited the next video. I think.
With the chain down.
There's
Idris
bits,
and the ships
so
can get through.
I want a second opinion on it really, but like, all the clips that are going on TikTok have been subtitled as they normally would be. The rest of it is currently unsubtitled, but it's coherent and you can understand what we're saying, and it just provides a bit of background to the video. If I do that forever, I would manage and upload every 2 weeks at worst. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Mrs. Cherry. How you doing? And if I do that, I could upload more. But then I feel bad for not putting as much effort in when it comes to the subtitles. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a catch-22. But equally, I want to upload more, really. So I'm sort of like, are people that worried about a few subtitles when you can quite coherently understand what people are saying? What the fuck are these? What? Why is there a snake as well? Right, everybody dies. Okay. There we go. Yeah, like, are a few subtitles not being on there, it's not the end of the world. But I also feel bad, because it's like, am I putting in the full amount of effort that I should? But then, I'm not benefiting from uploading every 4 weeks, do you know what I mean? It's one of them, it's a bit of a problem. Good, thanks for asking, been really busy, the stream is kids, perfect, relaxed time. Hey, happy days. I'm just running around the forest, to be honest, sort of just causing a bit of trouble, really.
Eivor,
I'm going to finish this arc and then I'll end it, but we've got time, Lego Dimensions for the Xbox One.
Aye, Raven
A fantastic contribution to this conversation.
And wait for our friends.
Nice one, Rice Taco. Haven't all tacos got rice in? Or no, am I thinking of... No, I'm thinking burritos.
Well met,
I do like taco, though. I do
When the
like
chance
Mexican
arrived to lodge an axe in the sod of Wessex, you thought of me.
Such an honor.
What's your opinion on the best
Is
Assassin's Creed
everything
game?
else in place, Eivor?
I know everyone
Are
says
we
Black
ready to
Flag.
take Nuisance now?
I probably need to play it again, to be honest, because I played it when I wasn't as
Rally
into
our
it.
army. We will drag this
But-
mouse from his hole.
2 will forever be a favourite game of mine. And I liked 3, personally. I thought 3 was really good. I know it's an unpopular opinion. Everyone's like, oh, Connor hasn't got a personality, but I think the whole lineage of Connor... No. Edward - Connor is quite a cool little section. I quite like that. I will learn to edit so I can do the subtitles like Mr. Barker as well. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, to be fair, I personally advocate Kyle keep the spelling errors in because I feel like it would be better with the spelling errors in there. But the thing is, I don't think it's that different without them. You know, you can hear what we're saying. The visual is on the screen, really. Like, the content is in what's happening in the game. You know, so it's a bit of a catch-22 because it's a bit of a catch-22 because I don't want to feel like I'm not putting in an amount of effort that is worthy, but equally I don't want to be sitting around forever not uploading. I don't know. The video is just fucking stupid. What do you think of the logo? Yeah, absolutely loving it. I re-downloaded it as we speak, Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, I'm going to go back on that. Such a good game. Yeah, I mean, just Star Wars in general, I feel like in a good place with it. Ahsoka has really been quite fun, and it's been the right amount of risk-taking as well as fan service and, you know, just generally good story anyway. Obviously, if you've watched Rebels as well, this is just an absolute dream, and Clone Wars, it's just been an absolute dream. I think it's also good going forward as well, because I would like to put, I mean, it's a shame Ray Stevenson died, because Playland is such a cool character, and definitely one I would like to see more of. Obviously, with him passing away, it's a shame, really, because I feel like it's not very often that we get a new character in Star Wars that everybody unanimously just goes, he's really cool. And I feel like that's what's happened with his character. And yeah, it's a shame, really, but I mean, that's part of it, I suppose, isn't it? Just how it is. But yeah, no, really enjoying it. Either way, like, that's the other point. Yeah, excited to see where it goes, how it ends. I've banned so much stuff on Twitter, muted so many words, purely to avoid spoilers. Honestly, it's like Elon Musk must be looking at my Twitter account, just going, "This guy is triggered by those stupid things." But spoilers are just rampant. Honestly, people don't seem to even have or appreciate the fact that people have jobs. I swear, like, because you go on Twitter and it's just there, like, before you've even had a chance to wake up and watch the episode. I do think there should be you can't police it, that's the problem. There should be a 24-hour rule, and I thought there was. I thought there was like a unwritten 24-hour rule where you don't talk about the show that people are watching purely to avoid spoilers, you know? Because no one likes getting these shows. Why, like, I don't understand why you then think it's okay to just openly talk about these shows on social media, and you getting a lot of impressions on it because it's a spoiler. You know? So, if anyone spoiled it for me, I'd have killed them. But luckily, I've avoided all spoilers so far. So, that's been fun. But yeah, you get my point. But yeah, no, back to the main point. Really enjoying it. Very good. Very good. Can't go back. the nostalgia impresses me. See, I'm like that with the original Battlefront 2, the real Battlefront 2. I've got it on my PC. I do play it every so often. It was a different time with Star Wars, because that was before, or it was just around the time that Revenge of the Sith had come out. I think it was the Christmas after it come out. Revenge of the Sith come out in May. I remember it well. I was like 10. It was the perfect age for Star Wars. Yeah, that had come out in May, and then I think I got Battlefront 2 for Christmas. And when you're that age, your imagination just goes wild, doesn't it? Like, I remember how excited I was about it. I also got like a good Lego set from Revenge of the Sith that Christmas as well. It was the Wookiee Catan or something. I can't remember what it was called exactly. It was a Wookiee ship from Revenge of the Sith. That was a good year. That was a very good year. Never had a sacrifice after watching Sausage Party as a kid. I don't want to eat them. That makes sense, I think. That does make a lot of sense. That film, how was that allowed? Honestly. I watched it once and it was just disturbed. Like, the whole film was just... Yeah, I don't know. That film was something else. I don't remember a lot of it. Was it actually any good? Yeah. Star Wars in general is so good, at least the old ones were. Nah, it's in a good place at the minute, I think. Prequel fans are eating good. To be fair, give it time, and I think we'll look back at the sequels with somewhat of a slightly more positive attitude. I don't want to say the whole hog, because obviously everyone didn't like the prequels when they come out, but the people they were made for, i.e. my generation, loved them. I grew up with them films, so, and I think a lot more people understand that now. I think since Filoni's been taking the reins, I think people seem to understand that there is a love for the prequels and stuff like that as well. So people like me are the target audience, and I'm loving it. I'm having a great time with it, and I don't even mind the. I mean, I completely understand the criticisms people have of the sequel. They didn't go into it with a plan. It wasn't done well, I don't think. It was a cash grab. There's a lot of good stuff in it. There's a lot of bad stuff in it. You know, the whole Canto Bight segment of Last Jedi. Other than that, I don't actually mind The Last Jedi, to be honest. I didn't really like what they did with Luke's character. I don't think anyone did. But I kind of respect it for making bold choices. I don't think it was the right decision. But as a singular film, I think it's actually decent. That said, I didn't like it as a Star Wars film. As a sci-fi film, yeah, sure, great, whatever. As a Star Wars film, I think it was about Rian Johnson, and he wanted to make that film about him and not about Star Wars. And I think that was the problem. My opinion, but you know. They say slush puppies are your favourite drink. Slush puppies are alright. I mean, are they worth the money? Just to get some sort of slushy, gooey, icy stuff? I don't know. Is it worth it?
I'll kill you before I let you take this fortress.
I'm sure you will, buddy.
Kill me, and all of Wessex will rise against you.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try, buddy.
Cut you down, Dane.
Get fucked. Pepperoni pizza. Sorry. Very confused by that. Is that not the point? Yippee! Rochester, I'm assuming that is. Just the other side of the old river.
You dare to take this fortress, Dane? Alfred's army will smear your innards across the battlements.
We're not here for stone and sand, Thane Tedmund.
I shit on you! You and your toy gods! I will not bow to you like some puppet's lord! I would rather die!
Can be arranged.
How much will your king pay us to keep your sniveling head upon your neck?
An army marches upon us from the south. A holy man from St. Hadrian's Priory, backed by a field.
Ah, then, Abbot Kinnebert, God be praised. If riches are all you care about, the church has it in abundance.
If the
What is
terms
that
are
accent?
fair, you'll have
It's
your
incredible.
A chest or two of
Why is he
silver
so
for a
northern?
shit-stained sewer rat.
It's like a typical northern accent.
Stay quiet, or I'll not be able to stop my friend from slitting your throat.
Ah! Watch yourself, heathen. You handle me too roughly.
Yeah, as for Mirage, whether or not they'll let us go back to some old places from the first Assassin's Creed, will be interesting to see. It'd be cool as well to go to places like Damascus, Acre, or Jerusalem. Masyaf, I'd love to go back to. Whether or not it'll happen, I don't know. Because it was originally meant to be DLC, so I think it will just be Baghdad. But they're all in that general vicinity anyway. It's not entirely out of the realms of possibility, so... Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Do you think Marvel's dying? No. No, I think...
And what do you offer us in
people
return?
are just,
Your lives? We lost many good men storming
there's an audience for it. I happen to be in that audience.
20 chests
I enjoy
of
it.
silver.
Give them what they ask.
I like the comics, I like collecting comics, I like reading them. I like watching the films. I don't mind, personally. Because I just enjoy it. I understand that it's
me in return for my life?
a few hours to just escape the world, you know.
Not long after these.
I can understand why people are saying that it's gone downhill.
On the Lord's
There
bidding,
is
Tedmund,
probably an oversaturation of
terrible
some of it.
vision befell me. A host
I
of
think the
heathen,
TV shows maybe
your
have
life
affected
in
it,
danger.
but
A coincidence
I don't mind
find
personally.
rather
Because I
ominous,
will still
Abbot.
watch it. Like, don't bother to me.
God help you, man.
Oh my god, my
Are
throat
you
is so
well?
dry just talking. Welcome back, by the way. Yeah. How are we doing?
I need air.
My guy's having a panic attack. What's going on?
He's dead.
The work of poison, no doubt.
No. Rouse the man. He cannot be dead. He must not be dead.
Poison. How does the man die of poison in our arms?
Many great kings and paranoids have carried poison in times of war, as an alternative to capture and ransom.
A catastrophe. Alfred will choose another and... By the saints! Alfred! How will I explain this to the king?
We followed this road to its end, Cunibert. You may not like where it led, but you owe us our half of the
So
bargain.
for DC.
You shall have
DC
your
had the
paladin.
potential to be
I
something
need
really
a
good.
day.
And
Return
I
to
feel
my
like
abbey tomorrow, and you shall...
we'll see what it's like after James Gunn's had a few films in his canon, I suppose,
These
come
delays
out.
are grinding at my bones. We should
but-
abandon Cunibert. Find full
Yeah,
ourselves.
I was into DC before I got into Marvel.
Speak with Giedrich
I
and
played
relieve him of
Injustice
his
a lot,
oath.
and I
I'll meet
really
you
enjoyed
at
that.
Cunibert's
And
Abbey.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm a DC guy. And then I saw how bad some of the films
Like
were,
beasts,
and
escape from your hell today,
and how
Giedrich.
good some of the Marvel ones
Your
were.
oath to me is fulfilled.
And that was,
It was good
pretty
to
much
stand
it from then
shoulder
on.
to shoulder with
Comics
him
wise, I
against the
prefer
box
Marvel
dogs
though.
of
But that
Wessex.
said,
May our friendship endure.
This tangled
I
briar of Christians and
do want
lords
to try and
means
get a
nothing
few
to
more
me.
DC ones. I've had a
Here for
few
secret.
graphic
I
novels
understand.
before,
When you find him again,
which
come
are
see
obviously
me.
from the comics
We'll
anyway.
feast and sing with mead and friendship to warm us.
Agreed.
And yeah, go from there.
This place is
Great
heavily
Marvel
guarded.
film. Infinity War, I mean, it's got to be, isn't it? Like, it's got to be. Or Ragnarok. Ragnarok's up there, definitely. It's the first film me and my girlfriend watched together, actually. Even though we've both seen it 1,000 times. But, don't matter really, does it? Yeah, one of them two. Them two together, really. Them two, one after the other. Spider-Man No Way Home was actually good as well, to be fair. Or the original Spider-Man as well, the Sam Raimi one. Ooh, I hadn't even considered them ones, you know. OG Spider-Man 2. Although I prefer the first one. OG Spider-Man 1. I don't think it's aged brilliantly, but it's a Sam Raimi film, you can't not have fun with it. That's the same thing with Multiverse of Madness. I actually thought Multiverse of Madness was fine. I didn't mind it, I thought it was quite fun. I think where it went wrong was there was so many rumours and theories flying about, and everyone was like, oh, confirmed that this film's going to have all these people in it. And it builds up this false hype, and people just got too carried away with it, and you know. Were you and lads consider doing Monopoly streams and more?
I cannot shake off the needle itch.
Yeah, yeah,
something wrong.
Probably. I don't see why we
followed the
wouldn't.
abbot here, kept him in my sight.
But
the monks,
I think we all
servants,
enjoy doing
I
solo
have seen
ones
nothing
here
of
and there because
I do not think
you
so.
can hear yourself think.
But there is no good
for one.
here in this grave hush.
Where is the abbot
It's difficult balancing chat and everyone else, but I tried to balance it out a little bit. I tried to do a bit of both.
Why would the good
yeah, no, I mean it definitely won't be the last time that everyone's here. I can definitely say that much. Yeah.
There is truth in that.
So yeah.
Keep your eyes and blade sharp.
Just depends who's about as well, really. Because sometimes if you've got everybody there, you're better off having a session because everyone can just focus on that and you get a good video from it 9 times out of 10. So if you're streaming, you're constantly having to flick to and fro, you know?
Cunibert, your guests have arrived.
A bit of a tricky one. What are you sorry for, Bernard? What have you done now?
Come.
Should stream Uno.
Supper's ready.
God. Is he dead?
The dear abbot sent me a warm invitation, said my friends were eager to meet with me. It's early for supper, I know. But Cunibert's ale goes so well with roasted lamb and cinnamon blueberry peas. I couldn't resist.
Where is my brother?
Is he not here? Mon Dieu. I never told him.
Kill her, and we'll never find Sigurd.
Sit, Ava. Eat. And let me tell you the tale of a man who talks with gods.
You mock me. I've killed for much less.
Of course you have. Isn't that the way of this ugly world? We call the sheep and thin the flock as we see fit, you and I. Most who walk the earth are little more than talking blood bladders, wasted flesh. But not Sigurd.
She's very wordy.
Sigurd is something
Popcorn.
else. Sigurd has been
good idea.
touched. He is deified. The gods, they speak through him.
You lured him in with that lie. Your words are bile and blight.
You should have listened, Ava.
Did you like how
I tried to tell you.
clever that was?
The gods are real and their power is within our grasp.
Ooh.
You will never find him. Not till I have had my fill. To old friends.
Oh no.
This really is delicious.
I've dropped popcorn.
Is it close, I taste? Well,
Rest in peace,
that
that guy.
concludes supper. Kill them, and bring their bodies to my sanctum in Canterbury.
Canterbury. I feel like Age of Ultron is underrated. I don't mind.
They will be upon us soon.
I thought it was alright.
Maybe there is another one.
It gets a bad reputation, I
Sigurd
think.
is lost to us.
I'm not sure what reason it gets a bad reputation, but
Your
I think when you're
god
comparing
waits
it to the
yet
first
my
Avengers,
axe,
then it's going to be not as good, you know? That was cool. Yeah, the first Avengers set such a high bar that I think Age of Ultron was always going to be a little bit considered less, you know. But that said, Age of Ultron was the last time we saw everybody together all in one fight, you know. So
Fulke let slip that her sanctum is at Canterbury.
She did, and with no cause. I'd approach the place with caution. It may be a lie.
It may be, but it's the only lead we have.
I hope all this innocent sacrifice is worth the trouble.
It's Sigurd,
top tier.
my brother.
Very
Of course it is.
Then come, let us dive into the maw of death. I was never keen on seeing my winter years. This will not be for nothing, Eivor. We will find Sigurd.
It's not just him. I want Fulke to suffer.
Thing is, even once I've dealt with Fulke, there's still a whole load of other bloody Templars to deal with. I don't know who the big bad is yet. I haven't even figured it out. So, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. And, yeah, I'll be around at some point in the week. Possibly tomorrow. I don't think I've got any plans. So, I'll play something different. Maybe Battlefront 2. Actually, that could be fun. So, how much popcorn do I have? Enough. But I'm not going to eat any more today, because it's popcorn, isn't it? But anyway, I should apologise for all the torment I've done to you. Bloody hell, Bernard's having an epiphany. You good? You good, Bernard? You alright? Talk to me, what's up? What's up? No, you're fine, Bernard. All's fair in love and war. You were my arch nemesis for a period of time, but you've calmed down in recent years, so... You and Marvin are sort of like two sides of the same coin. Marvin's the good, you're the bad. But the balance is there, you know? So, I challenge you both to duel to the death. That's the only way I think that this needs to go. Anyway, it's been real. Yeah, see ya. Maybe tomorrow, if not Wednesday. Or possibly Tuesday, probably not Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Well, no, definitely Wednesday, if not tomorrow. Yeah, bye.